Welcome to the Channel Nation. I'm Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, the Prime Minister and the administration in power is under increased scrutiny after documents were leaked containing countries who have signed over their sovereignty to the WHO and the WEF. Now, industry experts are stating that these documents and the signatures placed by prime ministers of these countries are not something that can easily be undone. May I make on ear and they will continue the reason nation. Look and listen.
I have to wonder if it's no people no know what go on, or if I coward them coward, or if I fool them fool. You see me? So let me assume some people just don't know what go on. Do you know that right now, this very minute, your government is in Europe right now signing over the sovereignty of your country to the WHO. And what does that mean? That means that after this, when them sign them document, which I'm probably signing already still, is that your local government no longer has the right to decide what happens within these fake pandemics. See what I say? That means the WHO, the same people behind all of this, are now going to have control of your government. So it's either on don't know about it, or on don't care, or on afraid, or on a fool. If you know about it, why you not say nothing about it? If you're afraid, then me don't know if I talk about you, because you don't think this affects you. You don't think that them same people. Alright, there was a point that maybe everybody labeled me as me a chat stippers. Everybody know my position already. Rush is not a doctor. Ray. In 2022, have I not been vindicated? Do you people even understand that the Pfizer documents have been released? You know what the Pfizer documents are? Those were the documents that were submitted to the CDC and submitted to the FDA to get approval for this vaccine crap. Right? Those documents themselves show that this is dangerous. Right now, in this day, the countries that didn't do the jobs and the demographics that didn't do it did better than the ones that did it. We all know at this point, somebody that got sick or died after they took the death jab. We all know it. Yet, we're quiet when we hear them a push upon kids. It's just me alone and Tanya and Spraga and the same people for fighting. Nobody else don't feel like, una na picnic, una na family, una na grandma. None of them things that don't matter. We all know right now by this point that monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin, works. That this thing not necessary. We all see what gates them are deal with. But we're all quiet and sit around. And now the CDC is going to control your government. So when you want to make up your nice, you don't have nobody to make up your nice to. Because they don't sign the paper them. So that they can get the big position in the Commonwealth. And they can run. I don't tell you already, you know. They might do this for them Caribbean big position and their money. Says what? It's on the don't know and don't care. I just me for talk. Me alone for talk and make up noise. And only for going down on the DM them and DM me and say, yeah man, Russia true and attack. Then why don't you make some noise? 2 or 3 people can't do this alone, you know. When you're the government gone, what you are going to do? What you are going to do? This don't matter to nobody. You see me? Research the Pfizer documents. I'm assuming you don't know what it is. Research the Pfizer documents. Look at it. Everybody, all the pregnant women in the trials that got the Pfizer jab, not one of them gave birth to a live child. Not one. That's in the document submitted by the very company. Since me a conspiracy theorist, but look it up. It's there. It's there. It's right there. But when you're so busy watching memes and dancing, gal and ensure and all of this, is this not important? Seeing? Yo, when you don't look around and see all of these teachers and public servants and people are drop dead. You don't see that. Seeing? Yo, police are going to better off, you know. Them a public servant too, you know, but remember them fitter. And them did a drop. Whole heap of them did a drop last year too. You know, don't remember that? No, you don't remember that because you not pay attention. It don't matter. Because a girl not dance tonight with no ensure. You see what me I say? Look what go on. Since when uno born to this day, 9 teachers drop out in a 1 week. Why you think that happened? Why? Stress. Oh yeah, stress. Government not pay. Government ever pay teacher yet and ever pay bomber public servants? So all that change nothing yet. Pick me a stress out teacher. Yo, wanna so me. Yo, listen me man. When them give this to your picnic, just remember you were the one that never protest. You were the one that never do nothing. You were the one. When you get sick and your family member then start drop out. I remember this thing reduce your immune system, you know. Oh, cancer, yo, cancer sucks. Oh, hashtag.
Yes, nation, now let's continue reasoning. Now, these are very serious findings. Thinking about the fact that what has been stated is that once signatures are placed on these documents, it is not something that can be easily reversed. We know we're going with IMF. Majority of the time when you see either bus fares being raised or certain prices and certain food items being raised, it is based on the recommendation from the Monetary Fund, stating that unless the economy starts to generate a certain amount, it will be unable to pay back the loan granted by the Monetary Fund. And therefore, these things have to happen. At that point, it is beyond the control of the government. Now, what some individuals are saying is that in a situation like this, where world health is concerned, it might not be big C19. It might be something else. And what most countries who have signed these documents have done by signing these documents is giving over control on how to address these problems. Meaning, recommendations from the WHO will be what will be used in these countries for tackle any type of situation or outbreak or to take place, which some would consider as a slippery slope. It was based on a recommendation of the WHO that borders were kept open, even when Jamaica was at a single or zero reported cases on the island. But for the sake of tourism, which them say are one of the biggest contributors to the economy, because of tourism, the borders remained open, closed, and then reopened. Now, do you think it is no fear for the public to now pay for the mishaps and the failures of the administration in power? And keep in mind, these policies were also co-signed by the opposition. And if it was not this party in power and it was the opposition, chances are the situation would remain the same. Talk to me, nation. These findings are true. Tell me how you feel like it will impact the lives of the citizens in these countries. And keep in mind, the reason why you're not here, the list of first world countries that have signed on with these policies is because it was created by these first world countries. Them already signed on. Them already have things in them legislation where, make these things something with doable. So them just need the other countries who didn't have these things in their legislation to either create them or sign on. And that is why this has been leaked. That these are all the countries that are now signed on to this policy that was not created in their country, but for their country. The people are definitely alarmed. We see members of the entertainment sector fouled out. We see Tanya, Y Rush, we see Futa, we see Spraga, Buju. The people have been concerned for quite some time now. And there is a divide amongst the people, even on the island, of the policies being put in place and the results of those policies. The issue that take place with the teachers, them have the whole place spooked. I mean, some have said that they have discussed what is taking place with the teachers is now a headline story. But there's also this very similar situations taking place with other sectors. And I guess we will hear more about that soon. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the new policies now being put back in place. Mass mandate. Is that something from overseas? Or is that genuinely what the administration in power wanted to do? Because they will say the administration in power is focused on the economy. The people have told them to focus on crime and violence that take place on the island. And there's the ministries involved with Big C, they still carry out their primary functions. At this point in time now, it is now the main focus again. I'm going to say, click the subscribe icon, then bell icon, put it on all. Tell me what you think. Come click the subscribe icon, then the share icon. You see me? Share icon is located in close proximity to the like icon and the arrow. Can use it for tell a friend, for tell them sister and them brother them for check out the Church Good Reason and also join the discussion. The comment section on 24/7 never lucky yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions there. And we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Now until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours, of course, for to live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.